So we're back again in YGO Omega because we're getting speedrun support in Duel Links really soon, and this deck is complicated, so we are testing this deck out first in a Yu-Gi-Oh simulator. A lot of people are asking where I got this simulator from. I have included a link in the description, so you can check that out. So Speedroids are a bunch of wind machine monsters that synchro into wind synchro monsters. Their main boss monsters are Clear Wing Synchro Dragon and Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. The deck has plenty of 1-card and 2-card combos, and that is what I am going to show you today. And the skill we will be using is Clear Wing Acceleration. It allows us to Foolish Burial any Speedroid tuner from our deck to the graveyard, and also summon a red-eye dice from our deck or graveyard when we control a Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, which helps us make it into a Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. So without further ado, let's have a look at the combos of this deck. Okay, so this is the 1-card Turret Top combo. This single card can get you 2 negates. So this is how you do it. First, of course, you special summon your Turret Top. The Turret Top will grab you a copy of your Yoyo, and then you activate your skill. But since we don't actually have the skill in this simulator, we'll just use set copies of Foolish Burial to mimic what the skill does in-game. So we will use a skill and we will send the Dako Duke from our deck to the graveyard. We will summon our Yoyo, Yoyo will revive our Duke. And then we will be able to Synchro Summon into our Clear Wing Synchro Dragon using our level 4 and level 3 tuner. There it is, our Synchro Dragon, and then we'll activate our skill's second effect to summon a red-eye dice from our deck, but we don't have our skill. So we'll just use a Foolish and a Reborn to just mimic what the skill does. So we have a red-eye dice from our skill, and now we could make our Crystal Wing. And we can activate the effect of Dako Duke from the graveyard to summon back the dice. The dice will activate its effect, targeting our Turret Top, make it level 6. And now you can make either another Clear Wing Synchro Dragon or you can make Omega, because you're actually not locked into winds if you do the Turret Top combo. And also the skill doesn't actually lock you into a specific type of Synchro Monsters. It lets you summon any Synchro Monster. So you could make any generic level 7 Synchro or any level 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 Synchro Monster will also work as well, because red-eye dice will be able to modulate your monster's level to 1 to 6. So there we go. That is 2 negates or 2 disruptions if you're making Zeta, and I'd say that's pretty good for 1 card. Okay, so this is the less optimal 1-card combo. It still gives you 1 negate, but it's only 1 negate. So this 1-card combo involves double Yoyo, which gives you a less good endboard than Speedroid Turret Top, but it will still at least give you 1 negate. So first of all, you activate your skill. Your skill will mill a Dako Duke, and now you normal summon the double Yoyo to revive the Dako Duke. Now you can Synchro Summon to Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. And then you activate your skill again to summon the red-eye dice from your deck. Now you'll make your Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. And that's basically it. You could revive back your red-eye dice, but you don't have a non-tuner for you to make another Synchro Monster. But if you have another extender in your hand, you can just special summon it, and then revive the red-eye dice to change that monster's level, and then you could make another Synchro Monster. Okay, so now let's have a look at the 2-card combos of the deck. So this is a Speedroid Turret Top plus Taki Tombok setup. You could also have a double Yoyo instead of Taki Tombok, because you just search the other with Turret Top, so it doesn't matter what you get in your hand. You Turret Top, so you get double Yoyo or Taki Tombok, just depending on which one you don't have in your hand. And you now special summon your Taki Tombok, activate its effect to special summon a level 4 Piper from your deck. And this allows you to activate its effect to reveal 1 card from your deck and added to your hand. So it basically draws you a free card, which is pretty nice. Now you could synchro into your Clearwing Synchro Dragon, you can activate your skill to send your Dako Duke to your graveyard, activate your skill again to summon a red-eyed dice, which we will simulate using these Foolishness and Monster Reborn. And then now we're actually not gonna make Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, we're actually gonna normal summon double Yoyo. And we will revive to Dako Duke. And we'll now make a Hagoita using the level 4 and level 1 tuner. And we will not activate a quick effect. And we'll immediately just make a Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Now we could do a few things before we end turn. We could revive a red-eyed dice or a Piper, it doesn't really matter which one. We just need a tuner on field. And now since we have a tuner on field, we could activate the effect of Hagoita to special summon itself from a graveyard. So now we have 3 disruptions. We have a high level monster negate, we have a generic monster negate, and we have a effect that increases your opponent's monsters levels by 1. So this is really useful against decks like Odd Eyes, where they have a lot of Xyz monsters that they play, and this messes up with their levels. So normally they only play rank 4 and rank 7 monsters, but if you increase their levels by 1, they couldn't make any of them. Okay, so but what if you don't draw Terror Top? That's still fine. We can still make 2 negates using a double Yoyo and a Taki Tombog. So what we're gonna do is activate our skill immediately to Foolish Burial a Dako Duke, which we will revive back with our double Yoyo. Now I'll make our Clearwing Synchro Dragon. We'll now actually activate our skill to summon a red-eyed dice from our deck. And now we could make a copy of Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. And now we could, before we summon back the tuner, we can special summon Taki Tombok. So what makes Taki Tombok so good is that it is a non-tuner that could also be a tuner if you wanted to. So you could choose. Now, since we have a tuner that we could summon, we will use it as a non-tuner. But if we already had a non-tuner on field, like the last combo, we could tribute itself to summon a tuner from our deck. So we'll change it to level 6. And now we could make a copy of Clearwing Synchro Dragon, or again you could make a Cyframe Node Zeta or any level 7 Synchro monster, because you didn't actually activate the effect of Take Tombog, and that is the only effect that locks you into wind monsters, and all the other effects don't. So as long as you don't activate Take Tombog's effect, you're not locked into wind monsters. So you could make any level 7 Synchro monster you want. So yeah, that's it for the combos in this video. Of course, you can do a lot more if you have more extenders that you play in the deck. Stuff like card turbo can extend your combos even further. You can have 3 or 4 card combos that give you free interruptions. But this video will just go on forever, and it's not that practical to have 3 card or 4 card combos during an actual game. And it's much more realistic to play more staple back row like Cosmic or Compulse instead of just playing more extenders. And this deck is also pretty consistent. We have Terratop, 3 copies of Yoyo, and also Wind Chandler to search our Terratop. And all of them are 1 card combos. Even though double Yoyo only gives you a single negate, it's still a 1 card combo, which I think is pretty nice. And also if you draw a copy of Take Tombok, it immediately becomes an additional negate. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing the free-to-play version of this deck once it comes out, because this deck is actually really cheap. All of its cards are either low rarity or from the new mini box. So I'll see you again when that happens. Thanks for watching, goodbye.